Now, students, it's time for a pop the birds of the bees quiz. Listen closely. If Alice has 3 squishmallows, and Bob has 5 squishmallows, and Alice eats shards of glass, how many squishmallows does Bob have?
Testing. Say something for me, G.
Greetings.
Hi, what's up, Cyber City? We are back on the Ogre Cave today. And yes, we are back in VR chat so that we can enjoy all the great news and all the great shenanigans together. And today, we have my buddy as a guest, G, Gauntlarion. Say hi.
Greetings, warriors.
And today, we're changing things up a little bit. So, as I put in a post, I'm adding a new segment, and this is going to go before a little news broadcast. I am going to give you what I consider the most important questions of the internet. Gee, can you hand me another coffee? I dropped mine. Reach across the table.
Your thing is still playing on the TV right now, and it's playing the whole setting.
It's fine. It doesn't record for me because I have that setting turned on.
As in, I can hear it, and it's
okay. Then open your VR chat. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anyway, sit your butt down.
Let me just turn that off.
All right, you good? All right. So, for starters, we're going to go through a couple of these questions, and if we have anything to say to those questions ourselves, we can. But if not, then we'll just read through what some of the internet answers have to say about it. So let's start with our first one. So it says, what would give someone a crippling phobia of mashed potatoes?
A crippling phobia of mashed potatoes.
A crippling phobia of mashed potatoes. Now, can you imagine that? I can't imagine not eating mashed potatoes. So, to go to somebody's house, walk in there, and they've got this bowl full of mashed potatoes, and you just can't stand to be there. You have to walk out of the building. You can't see that you cannot handle the sight, the smell, the just pure bowl of deliciousness that's in front of you because you have a fear now of mashed potatoes. So, I'll just see.
I have no idea.
I'll just see what the internet says about that one. So, let's see. There's one person that said, choking on them back when Grandma used to get drunk in the woodshed, then shovel that shit down their throat every night at the dinner table when they were kids. Then she'd make them chase it down with an ear of corn and a pint of Jaeger. I don't know if I'd consider that a phobia. I'd more consider that just not able to handle mashed potatoes anymore.
That's PTSD.
Right? Somebody said this sounds more like the origin of a fetish. Let's see what else we got. So, no other good answers for that one? Dang. I think that's the only real one.
Was it PD, post-traumatic potato disorder?
So they put the Great Mashed Potato Flood of 1919.
I'm not aware of such an event.
I don't think I've heard of that one. So they put maybe they had a traumatic experience with lumpy instant mashed potatoes as a child. Here's my thing: if you can manage to make lumpy instant mashed potatoes, you just need to stop cooking. You can't be messing up the instant for real. Just throw in the towel, go down the road, find your nearest place that serves mashed potatoes, and just buy it there. Well, that's all that's for that one. There's not much other interesting ones for that one. The next one is, if you had the ability to summon a dozen pretty good buffalo wings out of thin air at any time, how would you use that power?
This is any time. Literally gives no
pre-qualifications, no requirements, just summon the buffalo wings out of thin air.
See, that could be either a gift or it can turn into a disaster.
Could you imagine
that? Imagine just you should summon them into thin air. Well, it means you can summon them from anywhere and any time. So I just have them continuously raining down from the sky. Imagine all of that sauce, especially if it's really saucy ones. That'd be almost like mini meteors raining down from the sky, but instead of fire, it's just hot sauce raining down on people. They would be afraid. They would be terrified. They wouldn't be able to handle it. You have some guy. You have those guys though that are like, we're not afraid of this. It's just buffalo wings, and they just go out there attempting to collect it in buckets or eat it raining from the sky. But even they would fall mercy because it would be endless. Because you said any time. There's no prerequisite. There's nothing to stop it from continuously raining them, summoning them infinitely.
Just imagine.
The world would be an apocalypse.
Imagine the person who can summon them not be able to handle spicy food at all.
An apocalypse.
Let's see what the internet's answers are for that. Somebody said start a business, undercut the market, and make some money. Seems legit. Yeah, I mean, if it says that they're decent, they said they're pretty good buffalo wings. Somebody said I would demonstrate my power on one of those televangelist shows.
Oh no!
Imagine just up there preaching the word, and then all of a sudden just buffalo wings. And the Lord said, and somebody said in Africa, and it would solve a lot of problems. That's to be applauded there. Good thinking. Not so greedy and selfish. It's a good way to think about that. A lot of hungry people. Oh dear, this one looks like a long one. It says, start of the cult of the buffalo chicken god, and spread the word that the great buffalo chicken god has blessed me with the divine power to summon buffalo chicken. And I will spread the word and gain influence through the empty bellies of workers on lunch break and people starving overseas. I will then use the wealth and influence I've gained to take over social media, knowing how brain-rotted the average TikToker is, and manipulate them into becoming my free advertisement slaves while I lay back in retirement as my financial advisor counts my earnings and portion out of my spending.
Uh-huh.
That was very elaborate. Buffalo chicken god. Mind sending some this way? I like some buffalo wings. Pretty sure Bear back there would love some buffalo wings. I don't know if I'd ever use that in any weird way. I'd just be like, I'm hungry. I don't have lunch today. Let me just order some buffalo wings. I would probably use it in the most average way. Being as over the top I am, that's probably the most average thing I would probably do.
Oh no, I'm hungry. Oh, wait, I can do this. Until you get tired of them.
I wonder if you can change the flavor.
It's buffalo wings.
But there's always different degrees you could eat, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, on to the next topic. What's a saying that you hear often but despise it?
I'm not sure.
Can't quite think of one on the spot. Let me see, what are they saying? Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes things just suck.
That's definitely a better.
Sometimes things just suck for no reason, and that's okay. That was their comment to that one. I got you. Everything happens for a reason. I don't always want to hear that. Sometimes when you're feeling like crap, you don't want to hear everything happens for a reason. Because then you're just like, well, what is even the point of living if I have to go through all the bullshit? Thoughts and prayers. I don't know if you've ever heard that one, but I often hear it on different television shows and different stuff like that. That's the most...
Yes, it's one of the worst. If you're not going to help at all, don't say anything, because...
Not even that. That's the most insensitive thing you can say for telling somebody that you're going to think about them or pray for them. Thoughts and prayers? Could you elaborate a little bit before saying that?
And it's usually very done condescendingly.
Usually. Or, I just don't want to deal with this kind of attitude. Now, if you were to be like, I feel bad for all such and such, and I wish there was more I could do to help, please send your thoughts and prayers. That's more understanding. But if you're just like, thoughts and prayers to you, that's just, no. Let's see, what else we got here? Work hard, play hard is overused to justify burnout. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about that one. I personally work hard and play hard all the time, but I've learned how to not burn out because I understand the actual statement itself. But that's just me.
I prefer work hard, play harder.
Indeed. Indeed. Whatever kills you doesn't make you... Wait, whatever... I almost read that wrong. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I don't know about that. If somebody can get their leg cut off, I don't think they're getting any stronger.
Somebody put polio up here.
Oh no, that's worse.
I can see where that get annoying. Oh my goodness. So somebody put anything that starts with "when I was your age." I can feel that.
Unless it's being used in a comedic tone, because then it's hilarious.
When I was your age, I don't want to hear. I went up the hill, up and down, backwards on a snowy day. That part's funny, but you know what?
Although if you look at the hills in Virginia and the Carolinas, you probably understand it.
Yeah, Carolina's hills.
You will go up both ways in the snow when it snows, but usually it's just ice.
Recently,
Ice.
I think we've had enough of those. I can't think of any off the top of my head that I would say I personally would pick out. I mean, I don't like it when people misuse something or they don't actually understand what it is. But off the top of my head, I can't think of what it is. Alright, what is the weirdest thing you've heard in public or overheard in public? You weren't supposed to hear that, but you happen to hear that.
I'm not in public very much, so I don't think I've overheard very many things at all. Nothing weird, at least.
I can think about some public worlds in VR chat that might count for something. What was it? Some guy walked up to me, and I think it was the black cat, and that's just asking for random shit to happen. But this guy walked up to me, and he's just like, if you can't be racist online, what's the point at all of being online or some shit like that? Really?
That would have me burning.
I laughed it off and said, but I was like, our conversation's already over, dude. What was another one? I think there was, I can't remember it now. It was one of those crazy days on Black Cat. Somebody put, his granddaddy died. He didn't die of nothing. He was just too damn lazy to live. What?
That's weird. It's kind of weird, but what?
It says that happened in Alabama. Somebody put, I'm gonna put this quote on my grave. He didn't die of nothing. He was just too damn lazy to live.
That sounds like it would be a quote in one of those things we do.
That does sound like it. A bunch of morbid comments after that one. Let me just move past that. Somebody put, my brother was sleepwalking once, woke me up and simply said, sorry to rain on your parade, but no one can count that high.
What?
Some kind of dream they're having. What number were they trying to count to? Oh my goodness. Let's see. I was sitting in a park trying to set up the running program on my smartwatch, and there was a couple across from me whispering their astonishment about the little screen on my hand. They couldn't comprehend it and almost sounded concerned. They were like, I don't know, the 30s, so it's not like they were old and this was 2 years ago. So I have no idea how they'd never seen a smartwatch before, and it felt like I met some Amish aliens. Wow. What's that little thing do? Let's see. I lived in a working class area at the 7-Eleven on the weekends. Something about mom to kids. Stop acting low income. What?
Oh no.
What do you mean, stop acting low income? How snobby are you that you... How are you even walking in a 7-Eleven right now? I'm sorry, but if you're walking into a 7-Eleven, you are low income. I don't care how much money you got. If you still walk into a 7-Eleven, you are amongst one of us. You can't hire a secretary to walk in there for you. Just throw in the towel, man. You're low income. Stop acting low income. How you gotta go tell your kids something like that? Somebody put, I take my lunch break sitting in a car at the gas station. They have awesome burritos that I eat while watching the parade of craziness. Yeah, I can see that. I won't even dare to sit outside my Sheetz gas station because all the homeless people are usually coming around there, and some of the conversations they have is just like, is this a cult of homeless people? See, a guy walked past my window years ago, and the only thing I heard was, and they pulled it out. It was a lemon and 3 army guys dangling from it, and she was crying, but they were all painted different.
What the hell?
Somebody living some army trauma or something like that. And they pulled it out, and it was a lemon with 3 army guys dangling from it, and she was crying, but they were all painted different. I had to read that twice just to make sure I read that properly.
Some people are just strange.
Let's see. I was working 2 years ago, minding my own business while cleaning cappuccino machines at work, and this dude was having a full-on phone call talking quite graphically about oral sex with a random woman he'd hooked up with. This conversation lasted 15 plus minutes as he wandered around the convenience store before finally taking on the road.
Well,
I can understand a good oral, but I don't think that should be talked about out loud on a phone conversation. Sounds like another one of those homeless conversations happening on the phone.
so what's next? What else is...
Let's see. So the last one. This is the last most important question on the internet for this week. It says, what's something you believe but can't prove? Got anything?
That's a hard one.
It is a hard one. Let's see. Let's see what the internet says about that. It says around 1995, I was away in college, broke up with a girlfriend, and when she left, she took the remote for my TV. I just figured I misplaced it and moved back to my hometown a month later. Soon, I bought a new TV and never thought about it again. About 4 years later, we get back in contact. We're in the same geographic area. She drops by my new place for a coffee, and after she leaves, and I can't find the remote for my now new TV. I search everywhere and in every crack under and the back cushion of the couch. I found the remote for the old TV. Never did I find the remote I needed for the new TV. I'm sure she stole both of them and pulled the switcheroo years later.
Why would someone steal a remote for a TV they don't have, and then come back and bring it back for the new?
I'm not sure that makes sense.
That may not even go for their new TV. I don't know that I could ever believe that. It sounds like some sort of weird thing, and there have been some weird people, but that takes a little extra.
That's a little bit extra.
Unless they are a psycho, but there's only so many levels of psycho you can find.
Somebody said that now that's a long con.
Especially if they're not getting anything out of it.
Let's see. What else they got? Alright, here's one. I think the Costco they built in my town has been causing the neighborhood across the street for it to flood. They raised the ground 8 feet or so for the Costco and its parking lot. That was a few years ago, and since then, the neighborhood has flooded twice to the roof lines when it never has done that before. The reason they built up the ground is because when it rained a lot, water would pool in that area. Now it can't do that and has to go somewhere, like the neighborhood below Costco.
That one makes absolute sense.
That's that would make sense.
You might be able to prove that one if you get the right people in it, but getting the right people costs money and connections, and this person posting that probably doesn't have either of those.
Probably. Oh, here's one that might get you irritated. I only saw one word, and just be prepared for this. It says, my husband's nephew stole our wedding rings that had Legend of Zelda inscriptions on it. During the 3 hours we had them stored in my in-laws' house when we were moving to our apartment. They were at a box with other valuables and important documents. The kid has a history of being a klepto, a fan of Zelda games, and was seen loitering by the box during that time period by myself and my mother-in-law.
That would be terrible.
But I have no way to prove to prove him that he took them, other than the fact his mom, my husband's aunt, and my Phil all say that there's no way he would do that and refuse to believe he stole the rings and won't do a thing. That was a year ago, and I'm still pissed at the kid and refuse to acknowledge him anymore since I really can't do anything with something upset. I'm upset too.
That would be aggravating. I would never leave anything that valuable at anyone else's place, even if I'm moving. I would put it in a safety deposit box, storage thing. It would have to go somewhere else. Because you really can't trust in-laws half the time. And if a family knows that their other family member is a klepto and then allows them to be around everything and then doesn't do anything about it, well, I don't know, that's some sketchy family to be around.
All right. I think that's going to be the last one I read off. I really can't think of anything that I would say I can't prove or anything like that. But yeah, that was a little wild. So, now that we've gotten past all the important questions of the internet, we are going to now move over to our Cyber City news. But before we start with the news, we need to talk about our question of the week. So when we get done with all of the news, we'll have some answers thought of. So, this week's question of the week is, if you could bring any video game character into the real world for just one day, who would it be, and what would you do together? I've already got one in mind.
Yes, so do I.
Alright. Topic number 1. Minecraft 2. Now, I say Minecraft 2, but there's not been any actual official news on what the title is, or what relations it has to actual Minecraft at all. But the creator, Marcus, quote-unquote, Notch person, the original creator of Minecraft, has hinted at a successor to his original creation, Minecraft. Now, for those that don't know, he originally made Minecraft and then eventually down the line sold it off to Microsoft. So he no longer runs Minecraft, but he is the one who's responsible for pretty much what it is today, with the help of Microsoft's updates and all that stuff like that. But now he's hinting at something new. He has described it as a traditional roguelike mixed with a tile-based first-person dungeon crawler. So, imagine the original structure of Minecraft, and then turn that into a roguelike.
That's a terrifying experience, but it sounds interesting. I just don't know how it will pass in today's playing field. With all the other roguelites, it's a little late in the game to be even releasing a new roguelite. One that's not graphics. And I know graphics really aren't much of importance. Unfortunately, to a lot of players, they don't catch it. They're all, if it's not 4K and it's not clean, I don't really want to play a roguelite that's blocky. The recent span of roguelites have ruined the genre.
I can get that. And then not to mention, if you consider Minecraft as is now, a bunch of people have probably already made their own little worlds that are designed in that way because they probably took the time to build the worlds, mod them, all that stuff for people to play. Now, I can get it if there's some whole new story or something like that to go along with it. I don't know. Maybe it'll do well and people will enjoy it as long. But
I hope for it.
I think it's definitely he's definitely going to need to make sure it has the same multiplayer functionality as the current Minecraft. Because if he doesn't, I feel like he will lose the there.
It needs to really pack a punch.
Yeah.
To catch the people's weight.
But there's been no other details on, again, what it's going to be. The only thing that we've been hinted at is it's going to have the same game mechanics, and that it's not been quoted as to whether or not it's an actual Minecraft sequel. So we'll just have to wait and see for that. On the next topic on the list is the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I know it's been leaked over and over, and there hasn't been much official news until just recently. But Nintendo is after, and I'll note this, they officially announced it after a recent leak that they are going to be putting out the Switch 2, and it's expected to have a larger 8-inch 1080p screen. So the graphics on that gotta be nice, because what's the regular Switch graphics at right now? What, 720 for the OLED, I think?
I think so. And it's still very, very clear picture on the OLED on whatever ones that they've got going. And then, so now if they could really improve on the docking thing, where it transfers better through the dock station to the TV, because that's, I think, a lot of people's complaints is, the graphics. Well, if you played it originally on its original screen, or even on the OLED screen in handheld, the graphics are absolutely spectacular. But the moment you dock it, it sets it to whatever the TV thinks it can handle or whatever the dock can handle. And the docks just aren't built to do it. Even the OLED docks, with their newer advanced features, don't put up the same graphics as what you're viewing on the tablet itself.
I completely agree with that. I can remember when I first got my Switch, and I think I was playing one of the older remakes of, I think it was Monster Hunter. And even though they revamped the graphics and everything, the moment I put it on the TV, it was still hard for me to read. So
playing it on the system itself was much cleaner than playing it on the TV.
They're also talking about having dual USB-C charging ports. I probably don't quite understand that. Why would you need two on the one system? Is that to be able to charge something else?
The question is it in two different spots, or is it for something else? What is it exactly made for?
Right. I'm not sure about that.
It would be interesting if they put one on the bottom and one on the top, and you can think, oh, well, maybe someone doesn't want to plug it on the bottom, they can plug it on the top when they're...
Or maybe it's used for special accessories or something like that.
That could be too.
They're also talking about making the new Joy-Con controllers being magnetic. So hopefully that means that they've redesigned it to where the clips aren't getting damaged with the in and out.
That would help, especially magnetism can work very well in that sequence if it's done properly and can hold on, because if it can't hold on with magnets, that's going to be a problem of falling. We don't want the magnets going out.
Not to mention, if it doesn't stick on well, the connections aren't good, then I can imagine it constantly feeling like it's connecting and disconnecting.
Because I would imagine that using magnetism, they would have it set up to where it's a wireless magnetism things where it detects the magnetic thing plugged in, rather than where you usually just click it down in and it registers. So it's probably going to have a sensor. But who's to say that sensor is going to work as well as it is? But they've probably done quite a lot of testing, a lot of things, if they're already ready to announce the system. So we can hope.
And well, I'm not going to try to jump the gun here on that, but apparently they've already announced the release is going to be in March of this year. So,
really,
hopefully that means that they've worked out all their things, that they made sure there wasn't any bad kinks upon release, because we all know how bad it is for a console to come out right away and then it just ends up being shit within that same month. And then they did say it's going to be backwards compatible with all the Switch games, so you'll still be able to play all of your Switch games in the Switch 2.
The real question I'm having, as far as the backwards compatibility, is will the transfer of data be simpler than the original one? I know some games don't even like to transfer data at all, and they're going to make that an easier process, because losing all the data from your old system to transfer to your new system is not cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose my data for sure. Right, and that is estimated to be about $300. I think that's about the same as the last one.
That's about the original one. Which is funny because it's still less than most of the other major consoles. So it'll fly off the shelves.
Oh yeah, for sure. it's still crazy today that you can say Nintendo still keeps its values affordable. Let's see what's next on the docket for today. All right, so Atari has announced that they are releasing what is called the Atari Gamestation Go. It's their new portable handheld gaming console, and it's expected to feature a mix of all the classic Atari games as well as offer modern indie titles. So imagine going back and being able to play all your favorite Atari games, and then any newer developers can also put their stuff on the platform as well.
That could be interesting. Atari hasn't been in the console for a while, and them releasing a portable version of all their stuff, that's an interesting move.
It's about time they moved back into the console area. I mean, a lot of people still love all those classic Atari games. And just think about it. To this day, a lot of people will go and just download emulators, and maybe they'll have stuff inside like arcades. And just think about, I remember when they had the plug-and plays that you could connect to the TV. I mean, it's never...
I think they release a new one every year.
I think, what was it? I think one of my favorite ones to play up there was, I can't remember what it was called. You would run around this dungeon-like thing and have to gather keys just to get through like certain doors. And I think I remember them putting it up on the movie
Ready Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player One. They've also said it's going to have support for online multiplayer.
That's interesting.
No confirmation on dates or pricing has been announced yet, but
how would online Pong work?
If they've got it coded properly, I guess you hop in a match and then you just play Pong.
I hope there's no delays.
Oh, yeah, it's
that's technically one of the faster games that's multiplayer.
I imagine with today's technology, I'm sure they can pull it off. I think unsubtle. We'll just have to wait, and I'll keep up to date on that topic and see when they actually announce a release or a price or anything like that. So we'll definitely keep up to date on that one. Really? Again? Hold on. I am getting tired of these guys popping up on my stream, promoting their crap. Let me see. One of these days I'll have somebody to help me moderate the stuff while I'm on the stream so I don't have to. Let's see. Oh, best viewers on Streambo? No, thank you. We are going to ban you. Where's the delete? You have been banned. Yes, I'm sure. There we go. All right. None of that crap on my Ogre Cave stream. All right. Here. Moving on. So, G, it seems that both you and I released a single about the same time. So. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about your new track? What was it called again?
Aaron Drawl. So the basis for it is my whole persona. My thing is I was once War of the Four Horsemen, and so each of us had what appeared to mortals to be a steed, but this was these were constructs. These were things made to work with us. And so the song just recounts some of the history behind it, things from the perspective of somebody who watched all of these events happen. The part of the verses is it's events that occurred, and then me as War, my perspective of what I see on Earth that reminds me of my steed. Because throughout one of the missions, it was lost to me. So this is a song of remembrance of a really loyal ally.
Nice. I've definitely had a chance to listen to it myself. So if anybody enjoys a good tale in the you would say gritty rock or metal aspect.
So with this track, I changed up my normal thing. I still kept it the metal gritty thing, but I tried to add a little bit of southern rock feel to it this time around. You can hear some of the feelings of the way music plays is just a little different from what my normal gig is.
So definitely check it out. I believe I've shared it. I've reposted it for you, but if you get a chance, check it out. It's really good. It's a really good track. If you enjoy a good song of a tale. Sorry, brain fart. If you haven't also listened, I have released a single based. I redesigned this song, I should say. I originally started off something different. It was an idea that I originally had for a collab idea. I wanted a chance for others to pitch in, but then as time passed, I just let that song sit on the sidelines because I didn't really have much basis for it, except for I don't want to keep hearing my own voices in my head per se. So after taking some time and rethinking and taking in some self-reflection, it brought my mind back to this song. And so I released the song Echo Chamber, and I redesigned it around the same style as my new Ashes and Gold album, which I'll be debuting sometime between March and April, as well as a blend of some of my older style as well, all blended together in that. So Echo Chamber, it's about breaking free of the mind. You've got all your own inner voices telling you how you need to be, who you need to be, and that if you're not doing this, then you're clearly not following your own goals and motivation. You're trapped inside this echo chamber, this idea of yourself, and all you can hear is your own vision just constantly circling you, and you're just like, I want to get out of this. I know that there's more to it than just my own voice stuck in my head. And so Echo Chamber is about breaking free from your own voice so that you can actually be the you want to be. Because sometimes your own voice can become intoxicating and smothering, and you just constantly hear it constantly egging you on that you need to be better. You're clearly not good enough. So I definitely took that to the next level and embraced that. And it's actually both making it and listening to it a couple times over helped me break free from some of my own echo chamber. Yeah, right back there, baby. My goodness. All right. So now we're going to move on to the last topic of the day. G, you have been waiting. You've been waiting for this moment for a while. You have put together this whole album and been waiting for the right time to release it. You've been teasing it, and now I have been waiting for you to actually officially announce this freaking thing. So tell our audience a little bit about War of Nostalgia.
So I'm a big gamer. I love a lot of games, but what really hits me sometimes is just going back and replaying those old nostalgic games that really took by surprise, ones that I continue to think about when playing new games. Say like, hey, this makes me feel like this. So the whole idea behind it is creating songs that remind me of those different realms and worlds and games. And using a little bit of vague ideas to try and see what other people hear when they like. It's like, I know what this song reminds me of, but if I play it, it might remind somebody else of a different game altogether. And these are from this album is pretty much based in the PS1 era, the first PlayStation series back in the 90s.
So do you
have a favorite song?
I do.
I've sent you quite a few samples.
Yeah. So I finally got to listen to, I think I finally got to listen to the full tracks of each of them. But I gotta ask you, are you at liberty to tell us what they resemble You don't have to. You don't have to go in full detail.
I don't know if it's a problem. I just tried to make sure it kept it vague for my own personal reasons and the chance that maybe someone might have some copyright problems. I don't think they will, but in reference to which song.
So I'll just ask you of one. Actually, I'll ask you of two, because I know that you already released one song already, and I think I know which one it is. You released Wraith of Vengeance.
That one I actually already detailed out when I was doing my stream of it, but I've made a few hints here and there. Wraith of Vengeance is from Soul Reaver. It details the whole Raziel's battle and his struggle to reclaim vengeance for the wrong things that were done to him.
All right, so we got Soul Reaver. Now, out of all the tracks I would have to pick, I think Rebellion of Steel is my favorite one. One, the rhythm and attitude of that song it resonates a little bit with me, as well as the whole idea of, I don't know, aesthetic of machines. But correct me if I'm wrong, but is that related to Tiny Tank?
It absolutely is. It's a tie-in directly to Tiny Tank. There are a few other games that I've seen people make reference to, but you can even hear it at the very beginning. It's talking about a lone tank standing against forces large. That's Tiny Tank to a T.
Nice. Tiny Tank was definitely one of my past childhood games to be able to play with my family. But then, like recently, I decided to pick up the updated PS1 and a copy of Tiny Tank that I found at some hidden in the wall store. I have to find the copy, so I started playing again. And when I heard the song, I'm just like, I would not have been able to pick up on that before. But because I played the game, I think I was able to pick up on it. And
if I get a chance to, I plan to try to do a couple streams of that game just because it was so fun. Even though it's old, and it's still very enjoyable and easy to get into. Unfortunately, emulators don't play it so well. Either the audio isn't right, or the controls don't have that reaction time just right. I attempted it, and the delay is just too much to finish a session.
Well, maybe I'll see about if I can help you get a copy then for that. Because I just play it for fun. I'm not planning on streaming it or anything. I think I've already cleared the first 5 or 6 levels. With that in note, I'll make sure to add that. If you're okay with that, I'll add that to the next song that plays on the playlist when we go over to break.
That'll be fine. You can add them to your playlist. I'm definitely planning on releasing this album very soon this year. I've been trying to find the right time to get it all set up, making sure all of the songs are how they need to be, going over and making sure there's no too many glitches in the audio at all from when I did my recordings, because I recorded some of these quite a bit ago. I've been working on a lot of new projects, and I was like, I need to take the time to go back, review this album, and ensure that everything's going to roll smoothly when I do the release.
Gotcha. Well, then, yeah.
I'm hoping for a February release.
Okay. All right. We'll hear that. War of Nostalgia, planning for February. Definitely, if you don't follow Gauntlarion already, be sure to follow him on either Blue Sky, or follow him on YouTube, or follow him on Spotify, wherever your favorite music streaming services are. Jesus,
I also stream on Twitch if you want to catch me in any of my shenanigans on there.
Yep.
Any of that chaos.
I love joining in on our Baldur's Gate nights. That's fun. Definitely check them out. All right, we are going to start wrapping up the news segment because now we're down to back to our question of the week. And then after that, we'll be going to break. We'll play Rebellion of Steel that has not been released yet, and then I'll make sure to add Wreath of Vengeance as well, which has already been released, and that can play on the next 2 songs. But the question of the week, if you could bring any video game character into the real world for one day, who would it be and what would you do together? Now, G, I asked you about this question earlier, and I am waiting to hear what your response is to this.
I had to think really hard on it. I had to weigh my options because there's a lot of different games out there that I enjoy, and there's a lot of characters I would bring in, but I'm like, I only have a day, and there's some characters that just you won't be able to get the full experience in only a day, or there's just not something you would be able to do here on this world with them, so you'd rather just visit them on their world. The only character I could think come to mind was Parthenax from Skyrim.
Which was that?
The dragon. It's the dragon that sits atop the throne of the world, atop a high Hrothgar. It's the leader of the Greybeards. And if you've ever played through the story, he was one of the dragons that was part of the original rebellion to take down Alduin, the World Eater, and the other dragons. And then he also helped teach humans and stuff like that, different races of Tamriel, how to use the dragon's ability to shout, to pretty much teach them their language. So my thought is, what's better than a really old, wise dragon that you can just spend a day with, learning from, and then bring them to a new world? It might scare some people, but I don't care. I scare people. So I would spend the day learning about his history, enjoying scenery around here, maybe try and show him off to some of the ancient places that this planet has to offer, and maybe give him some insight on its history as well. Because trading knowledge with a really old wise dragon is probably a really good thing to do for a day. And since he's a dragon, he can fly, so we'll be able to get around the world pretty quickly.
You really put in some thought to that. I honestly like
teach me how to shout.
I honestly, I would hope that would come true. Just for that whole historical moment to happen there.
If you haven't played Skyrim enough and haven't gotten to visit Parthenax, or as a community likes to call them, Party Snacks, I would suggest going back and playing it just enough to get a chance to do it. There is a quest that you get from one of the other NPCs in the game that tells you to kill him. Most of the community agrees that's an idea we don't allow. We don't do it. Killing Party Snacks is an extreme foul in the community, and is only allowed to be done in the most evil of runs. You're just trying to be absolutely bad, for gimmicks only. But if you actively just choose that he needs to die and follow the orders of the Blades, just don't do it.
Well, G, do you know who I would pick? I bet you can't even think of it. But
I don't have any clue.
Do you know Jane Doe from Zenless Zone Zero?
Where are you going with this?
So, for those that don't know who Jane Doe is, if you don't know who Jane Doe is, that means you're hiding in a hole somewhere and you've never heard of Zenless Zone Zero. That's okay.
Or you're just a normal person that doesn't play those kind of games.
So, for that, I will fill you in. So for Zenless Zone Zero, it's full of hotties in there, for whatever your tastes may be. Mine are the ladies, and there's a good handful of waifus in there. But there's only one in particular that I would choose among all of them, and that is Jane Doe. Jane Doe is an undercover officer for the police department in that game, and the way she dresses, the way she walks, all of her animations, I will tell you now, I did not expect to get so hot under the collar from a rat Thyron When they first teased her, I wasn't so sure, but when they finally fully released her and I saw all of her design, I was taken. I cannot pick a better waifu than that. And not only that, but her if you play her attack patterns, it fits my style. But forgetting all that, if I had the chance to bring her here for one day, I would start off by where are you going? I would start off by taking her out on a date. We would go to some local noodle shop, enjoy some nice spicy foods, maybe do some walking around the park, maybe go catch a movie, get some snacks. She apparently enjoys picking up movies from the video shop, so it only makes sense for me to take her to go see a movie. And then I'd take her back to my apartment, and I would show her what it truly means to go undercover.
How did I not? I was completely aware of the kind of actions you were going to indicate. I just didn't know which game or which character. But clearly, you put so much thought into this one.
I've been thinking about it all day.
I think you've been thinking about it a lot longer than a day.
Oh, it's definitely been longer than a day. I just happened to remember it today. That Django. If you ever come to this world, I will take care of you so good.
He's a bard. He's a bard through and through. This is why he plays that in Baldur's Gate. And I'm certain if he was given more access, he would do a lot more bard things in that game than what it's allowing.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Alright, Cyber City.
Just adjust one more time, because it got turned around. Well, look, there's coffee cups on the floor.
I told you not to, kid.
I believe that's better.
Alright. So, Cyber City, we're going to move over to our music break now. I'll put in the playlist the unreleased track of Rebellion of Steel, as well as the release track Wraith of Vengeance from G's upcoming War of Nostalgia album. And then when we come back from the break, we will be enjoying ourselves some VR chat shenanigans.
The chaos.
Indeed. Alright, let me just... Alright, what's up, Cyber City? We are back from our music break, and for those that have seen these streams and clips before, I bet you can guess where we are. That's right, Audience Anarchy, because what better shenanigans after the Ogre Cave than some Audience Anarchy? So we got Gauntlarion, and we got our buddy Bear here, and check out them shades. Alright, so let's get down to business. Alright, I'm going to switch the camera over to the stage following thing. And move this out of my way. Alright, time to pick us a show. Alright. Acting, of course.
All three of us. Everyone acts.
Everyone needs to act.
Because the audience is, not in the building. They're out there.
Let's do random.
Watching us. Ultimate weapon?
Ultimate weapon.
Okay.
Actor this round. Oh, I only picked two of us.
Why? Why did you...
I did random.
Well, you were supposed to make sure we had three.
I made the mistake, yes.
We'll do the first one like this, so you can sit in there in the audience and laugh.
And direct. Paladin.
Dark Night of Living Darkness.
Paladin of
You know
Justice.
I had to.
Yep. Ode.
What did you do?
Odin. Load. There we go. Sure, we'll go with all this. Alright. This show is starting now.
Yes. Dark Knight of Living Darkness.
Narrating dramatically. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say that. I am the Paladin of Justice. Oh, wrong button. Ever since my goddess, Big Bertha, abandoned me, I wander the realm in search of purpose. I was once my quest to bring justice to all the people of the land. But the people do not want justice. They want Burger King zesty sauce. So it is my quest to retrieve the Burger King zesty sauce from my nemesis, the evil knight of the living shadow.
My, what do we have here?
The knight of the living shadow. Battle stance.
If it isn't the Paladin of Justice, tell me what happened to your goddess, Big Bertha. Oh, she's not here anymore, is she? What happened? Did she find out about your wet the bed and like it?
I've come to slay you, Knight of Living Shadow, and bring the Burger King zesty sauce to all the people of the land.
You shall not slay me, Paladin. All the Burger King zesty sauce is rightfully mine.
Indeed. I will strike you down, right here and now. My unwavering faith in Big Bertha guides me no matter what.
Your faith, how pitiful. For you shall never defeat my sword of elephant sweat.
The legendary sword of elephant sweat. That's fucking gross. The joke is on you, Knight of Living Shadow. For in my trials, my tribulations, I have grinded, leveled up, and come to possess the almighty power of the QWERTY Uwu LOL Anti-Sword of Elephant Sweat Destruction. That is a long sword title.
As long as some anime titles. It cannot be. The QWERTY Uwu LOL Anti-Sword or Elephant Sweat Destruction. That may counteract the insidious power of my sword of elephant sweat.
That's right, Knight of Living Shadow. I will be your ultimate undoing. Prepare to face justice in the name of Big Bertha. And relinquish the Burger King zesty sauce where it belongs, in the mouths of the people of this realm.
Ha! You think this measly sword I wield is the ultimate tool at my disposal? You are a naive fool. This is simply a small inconvenience, for I have a much more potent weapon, you see.
Nuh-uh. Lay down your weapon, Knight of Living Shadow, and I may show you mercy.
No, it is you who should be begging for mercy, Paladin. Behold! The horse girl energy QWERTY Uwu LOL air horn of elephant sweat destruction dominance.
What kind of powerful force is this? Could it be the horse girl energy QWERTY Uwu LOL air horn of elephant sweat destruction dominance from the legends? But Those were just legends. Children's tales. I never suspected it would be real. Why would anyone make children's tales about this kind of sword?
Oh, but it is real, Paladin. Realer than you could ever imagine.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
What? What is it? What's so funny, you insignificant worm?
It looks like I'll have to go all out on this one. Master, forgive me, but I must unleash the power, the forbidden power.
Do your worst, Paladin. I'd like to see you try.
I unleash the billionaire horse girl energy, Cordy Ooh LOL, unmanned drone of elephant sweat, destruction dominance ultimate.
It's ultimate! It's not possible! How could my measly horse girl energy quality ooh LOL hammer of elephant sweat destruction compete with that?
Ha! It's over, Knight of Living Shadow. Any last words?
I need no underpants!
Billionaire horse girl energy power. Shit.
No!
Justice. Oops. Hold on. I took the energy out of me. Justice is done. The Burger King Zesty Sauce can now be claimed from the evil knight's lair and deposited directly into the gaping, wide-open gutlets of the good people of the land. Who knows where my adventures will take me next? Big Bertha did this all for you. Master, forgive me. Oh, I'm supposed to kneel. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I can kneel. Oh, delete.
I'm sorry, I had a big head in the room, but I'm about to say so I just went with it.
That was wild.
Oh, that was perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god. I had to really get into character. I'm like, yes, let's do this. And then it just kept, the words kept getting longer. I'm like, why?
I was like, what are we doing here? I felt like this was all those crazy.
It told me to pull out a sword. I'm like, aha, I have tools.
I had no sword.
You spun around like a top, sir.
I did. I accidentally knocked myself down.
Make sure the next one has 3, so we can include Bear in the shenanigans.
I felt like it was one of those random, like, you know, where when you're a kid, you're acting out with those Dragon Ball scenes, and you're coming up with your own moves. That's what it felt like to me. I'm gonna make sure I get 3 of us in there this time.
Yeah, don't do random.
We do things old school.
Oh no.
Alright. Oh boy. I'm going with the teacher, huh?
Yeah. The 2 of you can be students. That's gonna be hilarious.
Oh.
You know, it would have been even funnier though. I think I should have just, let Okay, class, today we're going to continue learning about the birds and the bees. Now, yesterday we left off with how the birds and the bees was a result of a seismic activity. Everybody take out your calculators.
You mean our rocks?
Yep, the rocks we use every day to calculate the answers to the birds and the bees problems. That's okay, Sammy. You can borrow my rocks. These rocks were passed down generation after generation, starting with my great-grandfather, Elder McGrubbles the First.
Mr. McGrubbles, these rocks aren't very good at calculating things. My cousin goes to Preppingsworth Academy for young misbehaving little gremlins, and they have advanced electronic rocks that can calculate the birds and the bees way easier.
Now, students, first of all, you're missing the big picture. You gotta learn the fundamentals. You can't just assume you can Google the answers to your birds and the bees problems. My great-grandfather, Mr. McGrubbles, Senior the First, started on rocks, and that's what you'll do too. Besides, you know our school doesn't have that kind of funding for Preppingsworth Academy for your young misbehaving little gremlins has. Now, students, it's time for a pop the birds and the bees quiz. Listen closely. If Alice has 3 squishmallows, and Bob has 5 squishmallows, and Alice eats shards of glass, how many squishmallows does Bob have?
3 squishmallows carry the 1. The X squishmallows cancels out the Y squishmallows.
Alex, do you have the answer yet? It's a very simple question.
Is it precisely 3 squishmallows?
No, that's incorrect.
I think my rocks is not working properly.
That's right. You get a big old bear hug. Give Sam. See, Alex, with enough hard work and elbow grease, rocks is perfectly suited for complex the birds and the bees problems. Wait a second, what's that under your seat? Is this a rocket-propelled grenade launcher?
That's no fair. One rocket-propelled grenade launcher is about as powerful as, over 50 rocks.
Sammy, did you bring enough rocket-propelled grenade launcher for the entire class? No. I'm taking away your big old bear hug. How much did this rocket-propelled grenade launcher cost? Well, here's what I think about your newfangled technology. Alright, students, your homework assignment today is to research the seismic activity of 1492. And you! I'm going to report on my desk tomorrow about marshmallow fluff covering my entire body. Double-spaced MLA format. Also, the bear hug in there was perfect.
That was perfect. I thought you ad-libbed
That's
that
a
one.
reward for a bear. No, I did not. That was in the script.
No. That was perfect. I hope we get another good one like that.
How do you take away a bear hug? No.
That's a good question.
Yeah, rocket. No,
Calculating on rocks for the birds.
Oh my god. Was I teacherly enough for you?
That was perfect. You did great. You're doing great, Bear. Great performance.
Now, though, here's the thing, though. Imagine if he had been the teacher, it would have just been like, we were in an episode of...
Like Peanuts?
Yes, it would have been like Charlie Brown.
Alright, next. Acting. Let's see what else. Just toast.
Oh no. What could that entail?
Just toast. Switch the thing back over now.
Are you serious?
Person named Nina.
I guess Bear's the first responder.
Oh dear.
What on earth are you eating, Nina?
Duh, Eric, it's avocado toast, the latest food trend. Haven't you heard?
Ah, yes, the latest trend from 2015 memes about those darn millennials. Hold on. That's not typical avocado toast. What's with all the fancy toppings?
I already told you. Stop sniffing my food.
I recognize that scent anywhere.
It's nothing. Hey, why don't we turn on the TV and watch some American Idol? Click.
Nina, is that dragon blood?
No, it's definitely not dragon blood. Don't be silly.
Silly is when someone falling down the stairs. This is a serious...
Stay away. This is mine.
Nina, you can't go back to that sweet, sweet dragon blood. You have a problem.
I don't have a problem. You have a problem. I will turn into a beautiful dragon by consuming this blood.
That stuff turns your blood into barbed wire.
It's wonderful barbed wire blood.
That's it. I'm calling an ambulance. Let's see. 0000001. Hello, is this ambulance? I need to send the ambulance mobile as fast as possible. That was fast. Well, we got two problems. First, I'm hungry. Second, my friend Nina is hopped up on dragon blood. Thankfully, no, but get a whiff of this toast. I don't know. She just vanished. What the hell was that? You hanging up as Nino is probably perfect.
That was perfect.
Especially considering hiding. I don't think I can hide.
Ew.
I also don't have very many interactions in this small world that allow me to do things.
That was funny. Short but funny.
First blunder was... Why did you just sound like that guy for Chowder?
I don't know.
Rah, 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 rah.
I wonder what else we got in store for us. It'd be fun to have other people join us to mess with the lines.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we got. 5 seconds. Okay. Alright, let's see. Acting.
Acting. What is the script?
Let's see. Clown.
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 What? Why clown? If this is about clowns, I don't know that I want.
It'll be
Okay,
fine.
okay.
It'll be fine.
You should be the clown, Oni. You should be the clown.
I'm a clown trying their best.
That means Bear the talking cat.
Yep. Time to make a smoothie. Good thing I froze some egg in the freezer overnight for that creamy, creamy texture. Oh, wait. This isn't the freezer. This is the cabinet. No. You're a cat. I'm a clown. You don't get to tell me to go to the store and buy anything. I'll have you know, cat, I graduated at the top of my class in clown school. I have no money. I spent it on an egg. So anyway, what's the deal with the airplane food? Plane don't need to eat food. That's for human people. Who's at the door? Better answer it. Ah! Whoops, forgot I set up the prank doorknob. Open the door for... Oh, it was supposed to be me open the door for you. No, it's okay. You're already in.
Howdy! Is this the Wilson residence?
That's right, it's me, Donkey Wilson. And this is my cat, Chair.
Yeehaw! I like the way you strangle them snakes. That's Western slang for telling jokes. I used to strangle my snake in college.
You went to clown college too?
No, I went for mechanical engineering.
Oh.
Well, partner, you see, my horse done gone and contracted horse diabetes.
Horse diabetes? In our neighborhood?
Ha! It's funny when you say it. Wait, no action is terrible. I love that horse very much. Well, anyway, can I use your bathroom?
Oh, sure. You can use our totally normal bathroom with no pranks in it whatsoever.
Stranger of you to specify that specifically. But boy, howdy, do I need to empty the old milk jar if you catch my drift.
Right this way.
Yeehaw!
and spoil the punchline? No way.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, it was a little bit disappointing.
If we could understand the cat lines, they probably would be.
Yeah, it probably would have been better if the talking cat could be understood that time. But, you know, I couldn't have expected that.
The clown was very lackluster. I mean, not the clown, the cowboy was very lackluster.
I thought the cowboy clown was better than my clown. My clown was barely clowny at all.
The cowboy barely had any lines. I had to wait like 21 lines. I had to wait like 21 turns to get my line in.
At least you got to say something funny like strangle or straddle the snake or something like that.
And empty the milk jar. What the hell?
Next.
Acting.
Alright, let's see. What you got? Let's try a secret message.
Secret message. How secret is it?
Secretly secret. Alright.
Okay.
Are you being the narrator?
I will be the narrator.
Okay, I'll be the secret agent. Secret agent things. Secret agent juicy fruit. It's Friday. This is not good. I should have heard from headquarters by now. If I don't receive a message by the end of the day, my mission to help Grandma apply lotion could be a complete failure. Was the delivery last night a secret message in disguise? If so, I might have eaten it by accident. Ooh. No sign of any friendly agents. Maybe something went wrong. Wait a moment. Who's that walking up to the house? Is that? One moment. This could be a trap. Better take up tactical position. Hide behind the couch. Okay. Just hide behind the couch. Come on in. The door's open. Oh, this is just a toy gun. You see, I'm a famous movie star named Uzumaki Naruto. You may have heard of me. It's my foolproof, totally accurate backstory. A package, you say? Well, I have been expecting to receive something today. Perhaps this is the message from headquarters in disguise. Oh, nothing. So, do I have to sign for the package or something? That's me. I didn't order any haunted dolls. Headquarters must have sent this. Yes, that's my haunted dolls. You see, my old haunted dolls broke when I tried to use it to cut glass. Thanks, have a nice day. Time to check out the haunted dolls and see what secret message it contains. Checking phone. Who's this calling me? I don't recognize this number. Who's this?
Agent Juicy Fruit, is that you?
That depends. Who's asking? Who are you?
My name is not important. What is important that you do not open that package?
You mean this package of haunted dolls? How do you know about that?
Listen closely. That haunted dolls contains a chlorine fluoride bomb that's set to explode in 60 seconds.
A chlorine fluoride bomb? That's going to explode in 60 seconds? I just cleaned this room. Now there's going to be chlorine fluoride everywhere?
Focus, Agent Juicy Fruit. Chlorine fluoride on your carpet will be the least of your concerns if you don't dispose of that bomb.
What am I supposed to do with this?
That's for you to figure out. Goodbye, Agent Juicy Fruit.
They hung up. Darn. Now what am I going to do? It's time to make use of my spy training. Let's see. What about my photography course? I could use that knowledge to somehow tickle this bomb into something useful. What? Tickle, 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 tickle. Perfect. And with 10 seconds left on the clock. Ah! Oh, Agent Juicy Fruit, you certainly are the greatest secret agent who ever lived. And now for the final touch. Social engineering. Yep, 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 yep. Calling Pigeon Post 2.0. Pigeon Post 2.0. Please send some personnel out here right away. Now we just wait for them to arrive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, there was a problem with my haunted dolls. Return it as soon as possible, please. Whatever. Bye. That was a close one.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't see. I know. That wasn't very fun.
Also, what's the point of a narrator if no?
I don't know. He didn't narrate anything.
Narrator narrates. That was more just like a empty phone call. I think you should do the whole thing we used to do, where we used to
Vote on it?
actually pick them from the list.
Yeah, let me just do the vote. I was just trying to make sure to pick the ones that had 3s on them.
No, I meant how do we know? Can't you just do a list of them?
I mean, that's what I've been doing, going through a list.
That have all that. Does it not have ones that are just 3s that you just do a bunch of them?
I mean, that's what I do. I just look for the ones that say they can take 3 people.
Wait.
Next show in 15 seconds. Nothing. I was admiring your ever-changing glasses.
Acting.
Let's try to do an audience vote.
Fitness class.
Fitness class it is. Aww.
Yes, I will lead the course.
I'll do the convincing. Hey, bro. Hey, dude. Hey, chum. I got this recording of a new workout program. Want to try it with me? It's kind of a mix between jumping and CrossFit. It's a recording of this guy I follow on VR chat. It's more likely than you think. Ha ha ha. Anyways, let's get on with this. I'll stream it to the TV here.
Hello everyone, welcome to my fitness class. I hope you're ready to get worked up with my workout today. Today we're going to be working on our hand and our knee.
Hand and our knee.
Let's start with some snap and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
Oh, this is such a good workout for hand.
Let's go. You got this. Let's go faster. 1 and 2 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, time for some knee action. Let's do some squats. Those of you that want to play along that don't have full body, you can press that C button if you like. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Put it to the extreme. Really feel that knee.
Feeling this one. This one really gets my knee. Did you die? So dramatic. It's okay. I got this.
All right, you got this. Wow, let's really get this going. Let's go faster. You're in good hands.
Heck yeah, you're in good hands. What? Wow, you're in good hands.
Now all together, working that hand and knee. Wow.
Oh heck, this one is hard today. Chum, you okay?
Let's push. Keep it going. Go, go, go.
Oh my.
Good job, crew. We made it to the cool down and breathing part of the workout. We're going to loosen up those pecs that we just worked out. Breathe in and out. Let the breath fill your lungs. Isn't that great? Good job, everyone. I can't wait to see you all next time.
Damn.
Yeah, I definitely had to be the instructor.
Yeah.
For those who don't have a full body movement, though, it said something on full body movement and pressing C. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. I was trying to work my expressions on my wheel.
You have more expressions than I do. I have no way of doing some of that.
How's it going? Welcome to our shenanigans. All right, next show is in 20 seconds. $15, $10. I wish I would just go ahead and let me pick out my freaking show instead of making me wait this long.
No, I want you to wait.
All right, let's do another vote. Just woke up from a coma 2 days ago. Well, I appreciate you coming by the stream, even though you just got up from your coma 2 days ago. I hope that this is a great way to come back into reality here. I hope it doesn't look much like what it felt like in your coma. I'm not trying to be funny about that, but I hope this is a good warm up back to life. I hope you get some. I hope you enjoy some laughs. All right, time to go for the next.
To die for Revengers Assemble Milkshake Factory. Oh, Revengers.
Revengers,
eh? Down for Revengers.
Let's do Revengers.
Let's see. Right. What positions are there?
About to find out. All right.
Enemy hero, powerful villain.
Oh man. I wanted to be the villain this time.
Sorry, that's reserved for me.
At long last, after 74 movies, the final battle is here. It's time for me, Captain France, to rally the troops. Revengers, assemble! Whoa, a little eager there. Are you all that is left? I don't recall seeing you in the Revengers group chat. I see. Well, nice to have you aboard, Blood Drinker. Your help couldn't have come at a more perfect time. Our longtime nemesis, Left Boob Squasher, should be here soon. What abilities do you have, Blood Drinker? Ooh, that might actually work. How full are you currently?
Aha! It's over, Captain France. Your mouth-watering left boob is mine for the squashing.
Joke's on you, Left Boob Squasher. My left boob is powered by the people of France. Blood Drinker, find some blood in that garbage to consume. I will take on Left Boob Squasher. You're getting sluggish, Left Boob Squasher. My left boob.
Ah!
My left boob.
Continue. Must continue. Continue the show.
That's it. I'm done for. You are the last Revenger. I am Iron Man. That's messed up.
People who live in France must be pathetic. It can't be such a high concentration of hedgehog! Ah, my daddy, help!
Watch the newest episode of Breaking Bad, now starring Blood Drinker.
Left boob, though.
Left.
You literally died on stage trying not to die.
Left Boob Squasher.
My left boob. Our blood gotta talk to script and manager here about some of these lines.
I swear, I hope you're not, I hope a bear talking wasn't your coma nightmare partner. That would be an awful thing to wake back up to. Next show in 10 seconds.
Yes, one more.
Yes, one more. I think we'll wrap it up after that. Let's see. Choose acting. Alright. Vote. Don't do the top one.
Fantasy insurance.
Coffee case.
Yeah, we're not messing with donate, please, ever again.
I'm so tired of that. I have done that twice now. Right.
Oh my god.
Alright, who didn't pick one yet?
Oh, I thought I picked one. Why? I wanted to be the Pokemon creature.
I picked Detective Pikachu.
Tim. I knew you would. You couldn't help yourself.
My name is Detective Pikachu. And I'm what you might call a great detective. While we have been getting a lot of rain lately, making the streets of this city wet and runny just how I like my coffee, we've been getting fewer cases as of late, but a detective never surrenders to the sounds of silence. Only more alert for the next case, another puzzle to solve in this part of town and Rhyme City. Say, where's my partner Tim? He was supposed to be back here hours ago with my cup of coffee. Hope he's all okay. I hope he didn't fall into some mud on his way back. Come in, door's open.
Hey Pikachu, sorry I was late.
I'm just glad you made it in one piece and with my coffee.
That's not what's in this cup.
Oh? A latte?
No, take a look for yourself.
What the? A snome?
I found this little snum on the streets looking sad and worried, so I thought maybe we could help it out.
So wait. No coffee?
Well...
Did the snome drink all my coffee?
No, it's just when I was heading back to the office, I bumped into someone and all the coffee fell into the mud.
No! I was looking forward to drinking that coffee.
Because you have been drinking too much coffee these past few days. That's not right.
You're right. Sorry. No use crying over spilled coffee. Besides, right now we have a snome in need. Alright, so what happened to you?
What is it saying?
It seems like this little snome here lost its partner and doesn't know where to go. It was asleep till it woke up from a fall and was dazed for quite a bit. Then you came along and the rest is history.
Can it describe what its partner looks like? Maybe I saw them while I was out.
Well, can you tell us about your partner? He was tall and had a big beard. And lately he's been feeling tired and wanted to freshen up for a big interview.
I think I did see someone tall and beard. Around the same time I bumped into someone when I was getting ready to head here.
A bolt of brilliance. I know where your partner is, little gnome.
Really? Do you know where they are?
I'm surprised you didn't pick up on it too, Jim. You went out to get me my large cup of coffee. And since my order of coffee was so large, you've probably focused your attention more on not spilling the coffee than on your own surroundings. Around the same time, Snow's tall beard partner was too tired to see where they were walking and bumped into you. Not only spilling my delicious coffee, but also knocking Snow off of its partner in the process. I'm not gonna lie, if you fit on top of somebody, I'm concerned as to how big that person is.
But if all that was so true, then where would Snob's partner be?
Where else do I go to get my fix to wake me up? At the cafe shop.
This better not be an excuse to get more coffee.
Trust me, Tim. This detective is never wrong.
That was interesting. Also, how is he a snob?
I don't know. Pretty big for a snob, if you ask me.
That's actually really big for a snob. But it fits so perfectly that he was a Pokemon, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't understand him.
And I had to translate. That worked out perfectly. I think that was... Yes. Yeah, I think.
I mean, the snow part, the icy, that was fitting, but it would have been more hilarious if it picked a bear species.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Snow.
No, I think that's gonna be our last one for the night. I'm gonna move over to the last music break and then end the stream from there.
Yeah, maybe I throw another stream without it made it for this stream at all. I'm quicker than it did last one.
That's okay. I understand him.
Okay. All right. Well, Cyber City, thank you for joining us.